Hello, everyone. I am very, 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 very mad today. I've not been so mad before. Oh my gosh, felt like I was about to have a heart attack. My heart, even now, is just like boom, 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 boom. Just got very, very mad today, and I want to tell you why. These people sickens me so much. So. Let's say, well, I have two grandfathers, okay? The one that was living with me that I grew up with, he passed away a few years ago due to prostate cancer that had spread. And then now, my other grandfather has a cancer, it's a lung cancer that spread. And when you have any kind of cancer, you know, first of all, you have to be serious about wanting to get rid of it. If you don't make any changes, then you're not serious, is what I say. Because when you have something so serious and you want to get rid of it, just, you want to change so many things to improve your quality of life. It's much more than just treatment. It's about changing your lifestyle, changing your diet, changing all that, okay? So, that being said, my personal belief is, you can prevent or, you can seriously get rid of cancers and prevent cancers by eating the foods that help you fight cancer and prevent cancer. Okay? If you're not doing that, if you're eating a bunch of junk food, then it's no wonder. But anyway, my beliefs are that all these drugs out there for it, they are largely a big problem. I'm not saying that they can't help, because I think for some people, they do great and then they're cancer-free. Other people, it's like, I'll get to that in just a minute, but so my other grandfather had an appointment today with this cancer doctor, and I was just like, okay, what is this woman gonna say? She walks in, she's pretty young, she seems nice and everything. I didn't get any like negative vibes right away, and then just I could just feel just like the evil coming off of her. It was just, I think that's what caused a lot of problems. I was just like, my heart, the lies that began spewing out of her mouth. Oh, it was so disturbing. I'd not been so mad, so pissed off. I was about ready to just strangle her, practically. Oh my gosh, I felt like I better just lose control. I'm like, oh my gosh. But anyway, here's kind of the nonsense she's saying. Because of how the cancer has progressed and moved to other areas of the body, that is definitely very serious. But, you go in there, she seems all negative about a lot of stuff. She's saying all this negative stuff, and it's like, oh, it's like, she's not saying like how much longer he has to live or anything, but it's like, kind of like a negative vibe you're getting, which is why I picked up on a lot of that evil. And, well, she was talking about like treatments for him and everything. And of course, talking about chemotherapy, toxin, putting poison directly into your body through an IV is what the method that they were going to use was. So we're going to do that, and in my grandfather's like, is there any other option? What other options do I have? And she was like, there are no other options. Some people don't want to do chemotherapy, and that choice is theirs. But I recommend the chemotherapy. And she's just like, and my grandfather's just like, it's like, what other option, is no other option. Like, no, you can do the chemotherapy or not, and you can die, or something along those lines. So there was no other option, essentially. And there were other options that were brought up to her by my grandmother and someone else that was with us. And she was arguing the point, saying, no, those won't work. It's like, no, what kind of studies do you have that show that those work? That's not going to work on that. She had this very narcissistic attitude, just kind of saying, no, that won't work. Oh my gosh, it made me so mad. So, and then she was going on about, my grandmother asked about, diet changes. She was like, no, there's no need to change diet or anything, whatever you're eating now is fine. Hold up. I was like, I was just shaking my head right there. And then she goes on about, well, we have to look at treatments that work. The chemotherapy's been proven to work, but there's no foods that show that they prevent or fight cancer. Oh my gosh, I have to stay calm here because I do not want to get all worked up again. I just got so mad today. And I'm just like, so mad. Because just all this lies spewing out of her mouth. I don't know if she's intentionally lying and deceiving, or she's been educated, brainwashed by this society into believing, nope, nothing else works except for our medications and our drugs. I think it's a little both, but... And then, it's like, food plays a big impact, so don't even go there. And then, the next thing that came up was about, my grandmother mentioned, like, marijuana, because marijuana is very good at getting rid of cancer. I mean, you have the least amount of side effects, and it fights the cancer. Not only that, you don't even need the kind that'll make you high. I mean, she even mentioned that. She said, just the CBD kind, none of the THC. Oh my gosh, her response. You can tell she's very uneducated, but her response was, I'd rather do something that, I'd rather have my patients have some kind of treatment versus getting them high. And I'm like, especially since my grandmother just said, none of the marijuana with the THC, that's what makes you high. The CBD has its own properties on its own to help get rid of the cancer. Just didn't know anything about that. It made me so mad. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now as I was in there, I was just so mad. My heart was just beating out of my chest. Like, I could hear it. Like, it was so loud. My arms got numb. My feet got numb. I was just, oh. I was very, very mad. And then I think I made her feel very uncomfortable too, because she wouldn't even look at me. I was just staring at her right in the eyes, just with this disgusted, angry look. And I was about to say to her, you're full of shit. It's exactly what it is. It's like, you go there, she gives you this gloom and doom story. This is typical. If you look it up, there are so many reports of people having this, of having these types of doctors who say that. It's like doom and gloom, and it's like, nothing will work, you need the chemotherapy. Guess what the chemotherapy does? It kills you. So yeah, it's like, why would you want to do something like the chemotherapy should be the last resort. You should try everything else prior. And he's not done everything else. I mean, I understand how progressive it is, but there are so many other options for anyone. And if you don't try anything, if you get cancer treated with chemotherapy and it works and you're cancer free, if you don't change anything else, guess what? You get it again. That's not how it is for everyone, but if you don't change anything, you'll get it again. It just treats the symptoms. It doesn't treat the actual cancer. So that's why I was very, very disgusted. So yeah, I was just very angry, staring at her. I was about to say that you're full of shit, essentially. I was just so pissed off. And then just hearing a bit later from someone else all the side effects of the chemotherapy, it's like, that's exactly what he's experiencing now. So it's going to be even worse now. I just don't understand what the purpose of you have cancer, okay? Very serious. You should be trying the best you can to strengthen your immune system, do what's best for your body to help your body fight off the cancer. Okay? What's given? Chemotherapy. What does that do? It kills the cancer in all the cells in your body. Your white blood cell count goes down, all of it. And if your white blood cell count goes down, you can't fight infections, you get more sick. It's poison. You're getting poison in your body. And I just don't, as I said, that should be like a last resort. And I'm not sitting here trying to discredit anyone who has had success with it. Understand that, okay? Because I know some people are like, some people will be watching this and saying, you know, my mother or my grandmother had breast cancer and the chemotherapy was the only thing that worked and saved her life. Okay, that's great. But that doesn't mean that a lot of other people are scammed. Because everything that was listed by this doctor, it's like, you know, after you get on chemotherapy, you have some of this. And we have antibiotics for that. We have medications for that. I'm like, oh my gosh, more? It's just, cha-ching. That's what they're looking at. They got dollar signs in their eyes. Cha-ching. Look at all the money I'm going to make off this patient. And he's going to get more and more sick, more and more drugs. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, it made me so upset and so angry because no one should have to go through any kind of cancer, let alone having to go through all these doctors who don't know anything and just want to kill you more with all this poisonous, toxic crap. When they say that you don't need to change anything about your diet and lifestyle, when that is #1 key. You are what you eat. If you're not eating good things, your body will not be in good shape. So I don't understand. I mean, it is. It's all about money. It's a money-making scam. And that's why this doctor is a complete fraud. So, you know, at this point, I don't, you know, I expressed my concerns. Same with the other person that was there. My grandmother said she was fine. She was a little bit. She said she seemed a little closed-minded about things, but so yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think he's gonna go through with it. So that would pretty much mean, well, you're not going to improve from here. It's going to go downhill because you're going to be feeling worse and worse and worse, and it's not going to solve anything. So, yeah, I'm very saddened for anyone who isn't given any kind of knowledge, information regarding different treatments. That's what I hear all the time. I read all these horror stories. You know, people said, you know, they go to a doctor, the doctor says chemotherapy is the only way. The doctor says that there is no other method. They either do it or they die. And guess what? If they do it, they get very sick, they end up dying. Or if they don't go through with it, they find an alternative method, then they come back cancer-free. Or they could also die that way if they don't find the right treatment. But there are so many better ways. It's just a very flawed system. So, hopefully I'm doing better now. Hopefully my heart is all good now. Because it was just insane. So, let me know if you have any experience with this, or you know anyone who has any experience with this. It's a very disgusting industry. It really is. I mean, the premise of it is good to help people, but it's not helping people if you make them more sick. If you give them all these drugs. Cha-ching! So, yeah. So, okay. Right now my heart's just... So, I want to go relax now. I'm just very fed up with this day. Very angry at this day. So, that's all I'm going to say. You all have a good day and night, and I will talk to you all later, okay? You tell me any kind of things you want to say in the comments. Let me know. Just... that demon doctor. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye.